nervous.
Hi, good morning. I'm Shelly.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kara.
Hi,
Nice
Kara.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Welcome to Macy's.
Thank you.
How's your day going so far?
Good. How's yours?
Good.
Pretty good. Not bad. Can't complain. So we have some openings for part-time seasonal.
Okay.
Got the holidays coming up, and we made it through Black Friday, and ready to see how we do the rest of the season here in Temecula. So why don't we just start out by telling me a little bit about yourselves, and Kara, why don't you go ahead and go first?
My first job was actually in retail at Justice. It's right next to your store, down the mall for little girls. So I started there, and I think I actually grew to really like it. I enjoyed working with my customers one-on-one, and I realized that I was able to connect with my guests and sell the products better than I thought I could.
Great. How long were you there?
I still am there. I've been there since 2009.
Oh, wow.
And I got promoted to a lead brand rep position right now. So
Great. Okay. Ashley, could you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah. Well, my first job was actually whenever I was 16, and I worked in a dog boutique. And I liked it a lot because my passion is with animals. And what I learned from that is that whenever you like the things that you're selling, because we had doggy clothes, doggy collars, all kinds of stuff for just animals, I just felt like that really upped my selling ability.
Okay.
So I was able to connect with my customers very well.
Okay.
And
So
I learned that I really like helping customers, and I like interacting with people.
Great. So the product you thought was a really great idea and enjoyed that. Okay, well, you know the product that we sell at Macy's, and we're really looking for women's clothing. So, but you know you'll have to learn the whole store eventually. So, all right. Tell me a little bit about your experience with a customer that might not be happy with either our product or our service. How would you handle something like that, Kara?
I would try and connect with the guests as best as I can to do whatever I can to satisfy them, because I know, we don't always have, at least in Justice, we don't always have the size for that girl, and some moms do get upset because they come back continuously and there's never enough size. So what I always say, if there was not a size, I make sure, well, let me go ahead and call another store. We can see if we can get that over to you, or if not, I can call corporate and let them know, that we've been getting a lot of girls in this size that we need to get more of. So do anything I can to make sure that guest is satisfied, because you never want them to leave unhappy.
Okay, great. And then we have some other things that we can offer guests that really are climbing the walls. Say 20%, reduction or shopping pass for that day. So any of those things. So if you would check, with your manager about that would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashley, how about you? A disgruntled customer.
It was just like she said, actually. Definitely, I would always check to make sure we don't have any more, because I know in the back, which is I'm a very organized person, so I always have to have everything very organized. But I'll usually just go into the back and check. It should be right in front of me because it should all be neat and organized, and I'll know if it's there or not. If not, then I will absolutely make a phone call to other stores around. If not in our own district, you can still call. I've had times where I've had to call a different state for a product and get it shipped to a customer, and just not knock off I would knock off the shipping charges. And of course, I mean, if we are getting the same exact complaints about a certain product, then that is exactly like she said. That's when first I would talk with my manager about it, who would then probably talk with our boss, and then maybe even suggest, since I've dealt with this before, that maybe they should bring it up with corporate.
Okay, well, and in this season though, sometimes it's really difficult to keep that back room organized. People are coming in, things are flying off the hangers, and they just leave the mess right there in the dressing room. So sometimes there are the exact product that we're looking for, but it's underneath a pile of other clothes, and we've had a big rush. So you know, we are a busy store. You know, Temecula supports Macy's really, really well, and so, you know, you'll have to be ready for people lined up and, you know, trashing, you know, the dressing room. So it gets pretty hairy here. So maybe you could talk about that at Justice. Do you get that kind of rush coming in, Kara?
Oh yeah, I mean, we get little, you know, moms can be destructive when they want to get stuff for their little girls, so they'll come in, and especially with little girls, they throw things around and it becomes a nightmare. And that's where you yourself need to be able to handle it, and you need to multitask. You need to say, okay, I'm going to get to that customer, and then I'm going to get those clothes, I'm going to go grab that for her, and more so ask for help if you need it, because you can't do everything on your own. If you have a customer over here that needs your help, someone needs to be wrong, and you also need to get this dressing room clean, it's always nice to ask for help for good teamwork in the store.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, we try to keep our shifts, you know, just, you know, populated with as many people that are available. But sometimes, you know, people do get sick. So yeah. So Ashley, tell me a little bit about what your ideal work environment might be.
Well, I'm a very happy, upbeat, positive person. I get along very well with other people. Even like you said, how, you know, during busy times, it'll get messy, it'll get dirty, it'll get unorganized. I'm the type of person that I will stay on top of things, so I will keep it organized, but also have first priorities taken care of. I would like to keep it a very happy, friendly environment. That's what I see.
Okay, upbeat, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're pretty happy here. Lots of, you know, great clothes and good sales and all that. So people generally are happy. Don't get that disgruntled person all that often. So tell me about your ideal work environment, Kara.
Same thing. I like a very positive, upbeat place to work. My main thing, I love teamwork. I have worked in plenty of places where it was a very lack of teamwork, and it makes the work environment very stressful and not somewhere you'd really want to be. So I'm big on teamwork. I definitely like to see all of us working together and happy to be on our shift and really know what we're selling and what we're doing in the store, because it just makes it that much better of an experience for the guests and for yourself when you have your teamwork and you know what you're selling and you're all in an upbeat, positive mood at the store.
Good. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your cash register experience and point of sale, those kinds of things. What do you feel working behind the cash register?
Well, cash register is very important because it's the last part of the customer shopping, and it's definitely where you can upsell at the end of the shift or at the end of their sale. You know, if they're at Justice, we have J-Bucks and fun cards, and once they get up to that $50 mark, they get these $50 coupons that come back, and they're our biggest coupon. So it's very critical to be able to, you know, upsell at the cash register, and definitely be able to handle the money correctly as well, because they want to get their correct change back, and then when things don't go right, you know, and especially during holidays when it's busy and they've been waiting in line, and then the cash register, you know, something went wrong, and then they just kind of get flustered and upset. So you definitely want to make sure that everything goes smoothly at the end of their shopping experience.
Okay, great. How about you? How's your cash register, point of sale, all those, you know, experiences that we have to wrap up with?
Yeah, it's great. With all of my jobs, I've actually done behind the register, and I've worked with QuickBooks. I've worked with several different companies, different devices that you use, and I don't know, I would just say you need to know what you're doing with the money. Also, at my job that I just had, we've kept a daily sales rally, and on that we record every other hour what our ADT is, what our AIT is, and each hour is matched with last year's, and we always want to make sure that it is a few dollars above, and that is the goal. So we always have our daily goals, the weekly goals, and then the monthly goals, and then of course the yearly goals. So that's a really big focus that I've always known to focus on.
Where was this again?
The Pirate.